I discovered my sister's secret Dubai trips while editing her videos. The truth behind her influence empire was worth billions. I, 28F, never wanted to post this. My sister's a pretty big influencer with about 2 million followers, and I've always been proud of how she built her brand from scratch. But last week, I found something on her laptop that changed everything. It started when she asked me to help edit some videos while she was sick. Nothing unusual there. I've helped her with content before. She gave me her laptop password and told me to grab the files from a folder called Summer Content 2024. While looking for the folder, I accidentally clicked on her Google Photos sync. That's when I saw them. Dozens of photos from Dubai luxury hotels, private jets, and yacht parties. The weird thing, she'd never posted about these trips on her social media. Not a single mention. These weren't just casual vacation photos either. In some, she was wearing designer clothes I knew she couldn't afford with her current income. Her content mostly focuses on affordable fashion and lifestyle stuff. She's built her whole brand on being relatable and budget-friendly. I kept scrolling, my stomach turning with each new photo. There were shots of her with groups of older men in expensive suits, at what looked like private parties in massive penthouses. The timestamps showed multiple trips over the past year, each lasting about a week. The thing is, during those dates, she'd posted content making it look like she was home in her apartment. She'd even done live streams. But looking back now, I realized those rooms didn't quite match her actual place. I know I shouldn't have dug deeper, but I was worried. In her bank statements folder, which was open in another tab, I saw wire transfers from offshore accounts, huge amounts that didn't match any of her usual brand deals or sponsorship payments. Then I found a folder labeled Contracts Private. Inside were NDAs and documents with terms I'd never seen in normal influencer agreements. They mentioned things like private entertainment services and exclusive personal appearances. My hands were shaking as I read through them. One document listed requirements like must be willing to attend private events, and discretion is mandatory. The payment terms were insane, more money for a week than she usually made in 6 months. I copied some of the files to my phone, feeling sick, but knowing I needed evidence. As I was closing everything, a message popped up on her laptop. It was from someone saved as Dubai Connect. Tickets booked for next month. Same arrangement as last time. Don't post anything about the trip. Remember what happened to the last girl who broke the rules. I quickly closed everything and finished editing her video like nothing was wrong. When she came to pick up her laptop that evening, she asked if I'd seen anything interesting. The way she said it was like she was testing me. Just the videos you wanted me to edit, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. Good. Some files on there are private. Business stuff, you know? After she left, I started researching. That's when I found the articles about other influencers who'd gone to Dubai and never came back. About girls who suddenly quit social media after similar trips. About the dark side of the influencer industry that nobody talks about. I was ready to go to the police, but then I got a text from an unknown number. Your sister knows you saw the photos. She wants to meet tomorrow to explain everything. Come alone, or those files you copied will disappear, along with other things. How did they know I'd copied the files? Had they been monitoring the laptop? And what did they mean by other things? I'm meeting her tomorrow at a cafe downtown. I've told 2 friends where I'm going and shared my location with them, just in case. But here's the thing making me question everything. I just checked my own bank account, and there's a pending transfer of $50,000 from an anonymous source. Am I being threatened or bribed? Is my sister in danger, or is she part of something bigger? I don't know what to do, but I know I have to go to that meeting. Because the last message I got was a photo of me copying the files, taken from somewhere inside her apartment. I thought I was alone that day, but clearly I wasn't. Update. I went to the cafe. I'm writing this from my friend's house because I don't feel safe at my apartment anymore. What I learned today has me questioning everything I thought I knew about social media, influencer culture, and most importantly, my own sister. The cafe was crowded when I arrived, probably why she chose it. My sister was already there, sitting with a man in an expensive suit who looked like he'd walked straight out of a business magazine. She didn't look scared or threatened. If anything, she seemed annoyed. You should have just asked me, she said as I sat down. Instead of snooping. The man cleared his throat. Your sister is part of an exclusive marketing network. Nothing more sinister than that. The confidentiality is necessary because of the nature of our clients. I pulled out my phone, showing them the photos I'd saved. Marketing doesn't require private jets and hidden offshore payments. Or threats. My sister sighed. Those weren't threats. They were warnings. You have no idea what you've stumbled into. She went on to explain that for the past year, she'd been part of what she called a luxury influence network. Basically, ultra-wealthy clients pay influencers to attend their events, but with a twist, they're not allowed to post about it. The whole point is exclusivity. These clients pay huge money to have popular influencers at their parties, but they don't want anyone to know they had to pay for it. It's all legal, the man said, sliding a business card across the table. Just very private. Our clients value their discretion. And the other influencers who disappeared? I asked. My sister laughed. They didn't disappear. They got bought out, signed exclusive contracts, and deleted their public profiles. Do you know how exhausting it is maintaining a public image? Some girls are happy to switch to private-only appearances. It made sense, but something still felt off. What about the camera in your apartment? The one that caught me copying files. Standard security system, the man said smoothly. All our talent has them installed. For their protection, of course. My sister reached for my hand. Look, I know how it seems. But this is bigger than just Dubai trips. We're talking about a whole hidden economy. Those clients? They're not just rich people, they're companies, investment firms, even some governments. They pay us to be seen at certain places, to subtly influence certain crowds. The public posts? That's just the surface. So you're what? A secret influencer spy? She smiled. More like a social consultant. Those affordable fashion posts I make? They help maintain my relatable image. But the real money comes from the private events. And yes, sometimes that means pretending to be in one place while actually being in another. The man's phone buzzed. He checked it and nodded to my sister. The transfer should have cleared. I checked my phone. The $50,000 was now in my account. What's this for? Insurance, my sister said. And an invitation. The network's always looking for new talent. Sisters are perfect. We already know we can trust them. I pushed back my chair. You're recruiting me? Think about it, she said. Your marketing degree, your social media experience helping me. You're perfect for this. The money in your account? That's just a sample. I stood up. I need time to think. The man didn't even look up from his phone. Take 48 hours. After that, the offer expires. Oh, and those files you copied? Maybe delete them. For everyone's peace of mind. I left the cafe feeling like I was in a movie. But when I got to my car, there was a designer handbag on the passenger seat. One I'd seen in my sister's Dubai photos. Inside was a new phone with one number programmed into it, and a note. For when you're ready to start. I drove straight to my friend's house, but on the way, I got a notification on my regular phone. Someone had tagged me in a post. It was a photo of me at the cafe, posted by an account I'd never seen before. The caption read, "Love seeing sisters support each other's dreams." It already had thousands of likes. They were sending a message. They could make me visible or invisible whenever they wanted. I tried calling some of the influencers I'd found in my research, the ones who'd disappeared. Most numbers were disconnected, but one answered. She just laughed when I asked about Dubai. Honey, she said, you have no idea how deep this goes. Your sister? She's small time compared to what's really happening. Those private jets? That's just the beginning. Ask her about the blockchain parties. Ask her about the underground influencer markets in Singapore. Ask her why certain tech stocks jump right after her casual coffee shop posts. She hung up before I could ask more questions. I went through my sister's public posts from the past year with new eyes. Hidden in her seemingly casual photos were expensive watches, specific brands, subtle references to companies. Always just in the background, easy to miss. But once you knew what to look for, the $50,000 is still in my account. The new phone sits unopened on my friend's coffee table. My sister has sent 3 texts. It's not as scary as you think. We could work together. Last chance, they don't make this offer twice. But I keep thinking about what that disappeared influencer said about Singapore. Because in one of the files I copied, there was a document about an upcoming Asia market expansion. And my sister has already posted 3 photos this week featuring Asian beauty products in the background. The rabbit hole goes deeper. I started cross-referencing her posts with stock market movements. Found patterns that can't be coincidence. Technical analysis that makes my marketing degree feel like a joke. Now I understand why they wanted those files deleted. Because I'm pretty sure I just uncovered evidence of the largest influencer-driven market manipulation scheme in history. And my sister isn't just part of it. According to one spreadsheet I found, she helped create it. The new phone just buzzed. Message from an unknown number. Ready to learn how deep it really goes. Final update. It's been a week since my last post. I'm writing this from a hotel room in Singapore. Yes, I took the phone. Yes, I answered their message. But not for the reasons they think. Here's what happened. I spent that night analyzing everything I'd copied from my sister's laptop. The stock correlations weren't just patterns, they were a blueprint. Every casual coffee shop photo, every random shopping haul, every just chilling post was carefully orchestrated to influence market movements. But here's the twist, my sister wasn't the mastermind. She was the experiment that worked too well. I found emails from 3 years ago, when she was still a small-time influencer struggling to get sponsorships. A company called Global Influence Solutions had approached her with a simple offer. They'd help her grow her following if she followed their content guidelines. Those guidelines seemed innocent at first. Where certain brands visit certain locations mention specific products. Standard influencer stuff. But they were testing something bigger. Whether subtle, coordinated social media activity could influence market behavior. It worked better than anyone expected. When my sister and 5 other influencers all happened to be drinking the same brand of coffee in their morning posts, that company's stock jumped 3%. When they casually showed specific tech gadgets in their workspaces, those manufacturers saw spikes in their trading volume. The Dubai trips? They weren't just luxury parties. They were training grounds, where influencers learned to encode market signals into their content. The private jets and penthouses were real, but they were just the glamorous wrapping on something much more calculated. I took the new phone and messaged back, I want to meet the real founders. They replied with a first-class ticket to Singapore. My sister called minutes later. Don't play games with them, she warned. I've been protecting you by keeping you out of this. Protecting me? Or keeping me in the dark while you help manipulate global markets? It's not manipulation, she said. It's the future of influence. Every post, every trend, every viral moment, it's all part of the game. Wall Street has their algorithms. We have our followers. And the disappeared influencers? She went quiet. Some choices were made. Not everyone agreed with the direction things were going. I went to Singapore. Not because I wanted in, but because I'd already contacted someone else, a journalist who'd been investigating influencer-linked market patterns for months. She just needed proof. The meeting was in a penthouse office overlooking the city. 12 people, all in expensive suits, all with perfect social media presences. They called themselves the Network. They explained their vision, a world where market movements could be controlled through social media, where billions could be made through perfectly orchestrated posts and trends. They'd built an AI that analyzed influencer content and predicted market responses. My sister wasn't just a participant. She was their most successful proof of concept. We want you to join the family business, one of them said, sliding a contract across the table. Your sister has proven that siblings work well together in this model. Double the reach, double the impact. I pretended to read the contract while my phone, hidden in my bag, recorded everything. What happens to influencers who don't follow the guidelines? I asked. A woman smiled coldly. Social media can make people disappear as easily as it makes them famous. They spent 2 hours explaining their operation. Every word was another nail in their coffin. Because what they didn't know was that my friend's house, I'd been staying at. She's a cybersecurity expert. While I was in Singapore, she was tracking every digital footprint, every hidden account, every shell company. I signed their contract, smiled, shook hands, went back to my hotel. Then I sent everything, recordings, documents, server logs, all of it to the journalist. The story breaks tomorrow. Multiple financial authorities are involved. The network's operation wasn't just unethical. It was illegal on about 12 different levels. My sister just texted. You have no idea what you've done. But I do. I read those files. I saw what happened to the influencers who refused to play along. Some were blacklisted from all social platforms. Some had their entire online identities erased. A few had accidents. So yes, I'm burning it all down. The network, the manipulation, all of it. My sister's influence empire will collapse, but maybe that's the price of truth. The $50,000 they sent me? Donated to a fund for victims of financial fraud. That designer bag from my car? Being analyzed by forensics for evidence. My sister's career? Over probably. But better that than watching her help steal billions from unsuspecting people. Final update, 24 hours later. The story broke an hour ago. It's already being called the influencer market manipulation scandal. Major financial news networks are covering it. The network's offices in Singapore, Dubai, and 3 other cities have been raided. My sister posted a video, taking a break from social media to focus on my mental health. Classic influencer exit strategy. But her lawyers are already negotiating a deal with authorities. Turns out she kept her own insurance policy. Records of everything the network made her do. I'm under protection now. The journalist arranged it before publishing. My sister was right, the network doesn't make offers twice. But they also don't expect their perfect influencers to have backup plans. To everyone asking. Yes, this is bigger than just my sister's accounts. Check any major influencer's posts from the last 2 years. Look for patterns in what products appear together, what brands are casually displayed. The whole system was hidden in plain sight. Someone just sent me a link to a cryptocurrency wallet that my sister apparently set up in my name months ago. It has enough in it to make sure I never have to work again. Her final post before going dark was a photo of us as kids, caption, "Family protects family." I donated that too. Because some things are worth more than money or followers. The truth hurts, but lies destroy. And sometimes the only way to help someone is to tear down the beautiful cage they've built around themselves. Even if they hate you for it.